Hi guys, welcome back to Deep
It.
It. It's your girl Adeola Patron,
Hey guys, it's me, Mariam Musa.
and this week's theme is scams.
Oh gosh, do we have an episode for you?
Now this is really funny because the other day me and Maz were talking and she sent me a picture.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh babe, did you ever?" What did you say? You was like,
I was like, did you ever do one of those photo shoots? Because I actually saw someone else post theirs and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I have one of these.
Yeah.
And I was like, did you ever do one of them? Because it was such a thing.
Yeah.
And then you were like, I sent you my photos, which you really wished I didn't now because you wish you didn't see it. But then I was like, oh, I'm sure you have it. And you, what did you say? You were like,
I was like, "Oh my gosh, babe, I had that too. I'm gonna try and find my pictures." And then when I found my picture, I was
you
like,
had to log into Facebook.
I had to log into Facebook, and I've managed to have access to my first ever Facebook. And I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Babe, I'm gonna show you the picture on the podcast because I feel like it would be funny to react to it."
Yeah.
But I did send it to her on Snap for like 2 seconds,
And it was really funny.
so she didn't really get to really deep the picture.
But what we did deep was, I just feel like me and Adeola have lived the same life, but in different fonts.
Yeah.
Because everything, like, every time we tell our stories, I'm like, I would have got on with you. I would have really liked you. You would have really made me laugh. And to know that all we've ever wanted in this life was just to be successful, like make it.
Yeah.
Like, whether it be acting, modelling, YouTube, hosting, we just want to make it in life. And I
not
feel
that average way.
No.
And I feel like back then, it was... I feel like now to say you want to be those things, it's a lot easier due to how people can blow up.
Yeah, and there's examples. There's way more examples. Yeah.
Whereas back then, it wasn't very traditional.
No.
You don't really know. It's like you have this dream, but you don't know how you're going to make it or reach for it. And you haven't... The only people you see live that type of dream are celebrities.
Like the Kardashians. And me and Adeola, we loved the Kardashians. I loved Kim. I loved the whole, like, just... reality thing, thinking, oh yeah, I want them to record my family. Like, it was just, you know, having big dreams is important. You just don't give up, you keep going. And we landed up doing some modelling.
So yeah, who wants to share their story first?
I'll start.
Yeah.
Okay. So back in the day, little old me, I think I was 15.
Yeah.
14, 15. I was definitely still at school. Because that was my pick and drop era. If you know, you know. That was my pick and drop era. And I think I was walking one day in town, and then some guy.
Where were you?
I was in my town centre. So
Surrey.
they were handing out, basically someone was there with, I think, a podium or something like that, and he was like saying, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Have you ever thought about modelling?" And I'm there like, "No, me model." And then the guy basically pitched to me how, you know, we can do your photo shoot, we can get your hair, do your hair, your makeup. And I don't remember at the time him saying anything about money. Mm-hmm. It was as if, you know, they scouted me. I was that next top model.
Yes.
And in my head, I'm thinking, I've made it.
Yeah.
I've made it. Like, bye-bye, Surrey. Hello,
Bye-bye,
Hollywood, babe.
Goodbye, old life. Hello, shashing.
Do you know what I mean? So, anyways, booked the day, everything like that. I didn't even tell my mum because I just...
You didn't tell your mum?
No, I just went. I didn't tell mum. I just do.
So you went by yourself?
Yeah, I just do. I don't even think. I just go.
To be fair, you carry on that
I
till this
carried
day.
on. I just go. So I went, and it was like in this kind of like photo shoot place. And
what area was it in?
It was defo London, so it was a bit of a trek for me.
Yeah.
When this photo shoot place, if you know me, when you see my pictures, I've been a blazer girl from day one because there's a famous picture of this blazer, and I've just had a blazer my whole life. So I had this blazer outfit, had this dress outfit, and the guy. Now I think about it, that was very dangerous.
Because you were young.
And I was young. I went by myself.
Literally.
And I was I would get dressed.
Yeah.
And model.
Crazy.
Like, they could have been like, oh.
Manipulated
and be like, you need to lingerie.
Imagine.
And I wouldn't think any different. I'd be like, oh, okay.
It's what I need to do to make it.
So then took my photos, like was posting. We took bare photos. Comes to the end of the shoot now. And my man's like, okay, so that's going to be 800 and something pounds. And at that point, I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that kind of amount. At 15, like £20, £50 was like maybe £200.
Yeah.
But that's why I haven't forgotten it, because I remember the numbers that just sounded so high. And then he was saying, what we can do is you get this package, and he was just saying all these package deals, and I'm there by myself, and I'm thinking, I can't afford this.
Yeah.
So then we ended up agreeing that I only got 2 photos
For free?
For free.
Okay.
And then I never got the rest of my photos. And I was probably like to him, okay, yeah, I will come back. I'll tell my mum. I was like, yeah, you can call your mum, ask her, blah, blah, blah. So I never got to, you know, live my model life, build a portfolio, because I thought, and I remember with them 2 photos, I would go on them. Have you seen them casting agency Star Now?
Yeah,
like,
and you sign up and apply and put your pictures on that. Babe, we live the same life.
So yeah, that was, and I feel like I feel conned. I feel used. I feel, what's that word? I feel taken advantage. Yeah, and I feel like I was so naive and so young, and I really thought I was going to make it. I thought I had the supermodel thing. Yeah. I was probably starting thinking about, oh my God, how am I going to do my catwalk? Like I was just, and then especially
because that was the era America's Next Top Model was my favorite show on TV. And so I really thought I'd nailed.
Yes.
Tyra Banks has taught me personally how to ace this.
Yeah. So it was one of them things, but I will never forget that experience. I really thought that was my moment. And I think that was my first scam of my life, because the way they pitched it to you as if you didn't need to pay anything.
Babe.
And I really went there, and but that was mine. But I think Adeola's one's more funny, because one thing, I would take it far, Adeola would take it too far. So let's just hear your side of the story.
So I can't actually remember how I found out about this modelling thing, but I was definitely scouted like you.
Oh, I love it.
I was definitely scouted. And I actually told my mum about it. And I was like, Mum, like, amazing opportunity. Like, Mum, we've made it. Like, and my mum was so supportive, because my mum also, when she was younger, she wanted to be a model too.
Did she?
She's always supportive of my dreams, because she feels like, due to obviously culture and stuff, there's a lot of things that she didn't do for herself.
Yeah.
So anytime I have any opportunity, she's always wants me to go for it. Yeah. It's like, Mum, we've made it. So my shoot was actually during school time. She was like, yeah, don't worry, you can book off school.
Wow, that's a real mama jar.
I had to book off school because I had to go to Oxford Street to do this shoot. And I remember me and my mum getting the train there. I packed all my outfits as well. And we went into Oxford Street. And back then, obviously going into Oxford Street is such a big deal, because it's the land of the
shopping.
Wealthy. You just think you're about
Selfridges, everything.
And it's like just a taste of like the life I could be living, baby.
Yeah.
So we go to the studio now, and I do my shoot. I pack my outfits. I do my hair.
How many outfits did you have?
I think I had 3.
Oh.
Yeah, and they done my hair for me, babe.
Yeah.
They done my makeup for me, and I was like, okay, like, and then I done the shoot, and they was helping me with the poses. Obviously, Tyra Banks is. She's my mentor, so I've been watching America's Next Top Model, so I've really been like studying the poses, the smiling with the eyes is really important. So I'm trying to give attitude as well, like pretending it's a theme of, you know, Tyra Banks shoots. Come to the end now, and they're like proper gassing it up, and they're like, yeah, you have to pay 800 and something pounds because you need this portfolio.
Yeah, they make you feel like you need that, which I get, but I just feel like that's a grand.
And I just kind of feel like, if you believe, I feel like you lot believed in me, therefore you're scouting me to put me out there. Anyway, I'm just like, Mum, like, I know, I just really believe in myself, Mum. I can, like, the pictures were so good. And then my mum was like, oh, I can't really afford it, but, you know, maybe I could use a credit card. And I was like, Mum, like, don't worry, I'll pay you back when I start making money from this dream that's about to happen. And then she paid for it on the credit card. They put my pictures on this CD and stuff. And I was like, don't worry, Mum, I'm going to pay you back everything. And she's like, yeah, don't worry, paid for it on the credit card. We go back home, babe. And then I remember when I went into school the next day, and there was like, Adeola, why couldn't you come in? I was like, yeah, I got scouted, you know, it's nothing too big. I'm just, you know, gonna make it. I'm gonna be a model, but don't tell everybody. Babe, I'll go on these websites, and do you know another thing that was annoying me? When I would go on these modeling websites, do my portfolio and stuff, some of them you had to pay monthly for to be on their website. Yeah,
it had like a green star. I don't know if you remember it. That one was one I went for, and it's like, I don't have money, like I'm trying to make money.
I'm trying to make it, and I've already got down to pay my mum back.
You're already in debt. You know
what
haven't even started your career. You're already minus 800.
I'm already minus £800. So I'm really doing my part, signing up to all these things, putting my picture out there, babe. Not one casting call. Not one. And I remember my mum would ask for updates, like,
What's happening? When am I getting my money back?
Babe, and I'm like, Mom, I need to sign up to this, and they want me to pay monthly. She's like, no, I'm not paying any monthly. We already got the picture. Babe, not one casting call. And I think maybe it was like 3 months after not getting one casting call, I realised
this isn't for me.
Yeah, and then I think I saw other people doing it, and then after a while, I think we realised they just took our money.
Yeah,
because she was like, why are they not helping you get all these shoots
it was
and stuff?
just the shoot. The way they pitched it out was as if they're gonna get you in the modelling thing, and I think that is so bad because they're targeting young girls.
They know what to say, targeting young girls, and they doing all this shit, and it's like,
yeah, I want to know as well, like, have our listeners and the people that are watching, have you guys experienced this? Because I feel like they can't not. Yeah, we weren't the only ones, and I think this is like the perfect time to maybe. I'd love to see yours.
Yeah, let's start with yours because you told your story first.
Okay, sorry. Whoa,
babe! Can I say, like, you're really giving face as well? I could tell, like, you have no. Put yourself back in it. You are feeling yourself there, babe. That's the face you make when you're feeling yourself. You know, when your Maz does this thing when she's feeling like, when you tell Maz to do sexy, head goes down, eyes come up,
a little bit, and it's always been this side. Let me tell you guys, this side has been this side from day one. But what kind of like stands out to me is my shoes. Like,
babe, the shoes you could sell that shoe to me.
I think I low key, I'm even thinking, I really think I can bring that back into fashion. Like when you look at it, did you ever have shoes like that?
Babe, yes.
Yeah, they were that shoe.
Babe.
With stockings, you know, a cute stocking.
You were actually my girl, babe. Back then you would have been my kind of girl. The picture drop hairstyle.
Yeah, everything.
Natural hair.
It's a black eyeshadow, the bright pink lip.
You were really trying.
I tried, and then...
Is there any more? Whoa! Babe, they took the piss, you know.
Babe, I really went, like, the blazer. I love the black eyeshadow. The women did my makeup good. Like, I was shocked. But this white blazer, this was my outfit. Like, basically, I had those mini skirts. I think it was orange.
Yeah.
And then I had
this. Did you ever do the peplums?
Yeah, of course I did. Peplum. Yeah. This mini skirt. I had a white blazer and then a black top. Yeah. And those colours together.
Giving everything.
And the little belt with the gold
detail. Oh my gosh, we put the belt on top of the skirt.
Yeah, to help. And even sometimes you add it on top of the blazer.
Yeah.
This was just serving. And I really, when I posted that, I was in my Facebook profile picture. Oh my gosh.
How many likes did that get?
42 likes, babe.
I think mine was only like 25. But...
Doesn't matter. That's still a lot for Facebook.
Babe, and I remember that day when I posted on Facebook, I could not wait.
Babe, stunning.
Because obviously I went to a predominantly white school, so I always felt like I didn't really feel like I was included. And they always had like cool stuff, and I was just always, you know, struggling.
Yeah, the Hollisters, all of that, and we're there with just our Mark 1. I get it.
Yeah, so like I was like, this is my moment for me to like be a cool kid, for them to be like, wow, Jola's gonna make it, I need to be her friend. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it just...
Babe, I love that top.
No, what I want to talk about is what's the filter? Is that from them or is that from me?
I don't know if I added that, babe. I don't know if I added that. I can't remember.
Babe, this is a proper Muslim pose.
Babe, when I tell you, Tyra Banks taught me, and my whole thing was giving attitude.
Yeah.
I'm going to give attitude, and that top, babe, and that legging was one of my favourite outfits.
Really?
I loved it. Are you judging me? Sorry, Miss Blazer, skirt, belt, shoe.
Babe, this is really cute. It's given, you know, when you go to the shopping mall.
Yes.
You know those like poses, like, you know, I'll come into
the store. And babe, one thing I will say, I was so insecure about my forehead then, so I would always have some type of fringe.
Yeah.
And it would always be your swoop fringe.
This was such a iconic school hairstyle. Yeah. Like that kind of, is it grungery? Was it the layers?
The layers. Yeah.
And a bit puffy at the top.
Babe, that was my profile picture for
Oh, wow.
This one I felt like was my favourite. Babe, that was it. What was given editorial. I remember I felt like I was, when she done that yellow under my eye, I said yes.
Yeah, babe.
Hollywood is not ready,
babe. It's the hair for me. Like, I feel like we're on the panel of America's Next Top Model and this is the picture they're showing. Okay, let's just give our moment. Okay. So for me, I feel like, Adeola, you were serving face. I think your face structure here, absolutely exquisite. However, I think a lot of the attention doesn't necessarily go to your face. We see it in the hair because it's giving mohawk, it's giving
back home,
a little bit peacocky. It was that bird that you know what, that bird where it's just the hair is just all over the place. But I will give you the structure on your face looks beautiful. I like experimenting with the yellow, but maybe next time
the yellow with the skirt as well.
I love the coordination. I would just say next time maybe tell them, you know, the attention's on you, not the hair. You know,
and I feel like my eyes are a bit lost as well.
Yeah, you know,
I think maybe if I'm not really owning the presence,
but the arch, the balm, the arch is giving. You know, I have to say. So you know what, I'd give this photo like a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, it would be an 8 if the hair maybe just tamed a bit.
Really? You don't like the hair?
It's
part of the look. It's part of the editorial.
I know, but I think that's why you have such a strong eye makeup and the blue. Is there a little bit blue at the top as well?
Yeah. I think if I was looking at you,
maybe
it would captivate you in my face. But because I'm looking away, I don't think that was the right time to look away.
Probably.
Yeah, and maybe a different wallpaper.
Yes.
The wallpaper's a bit distracting as well. Yeah.
Wow, babe, do you have more?
No, I only had to. After paying £800,
So
I've lost the rest. I don't know where the rest are. And I need to ask my mum if she has that CD, because we definitely had it on CD.
Because I know you definitely get 2, and I just think 5 for free.
Babe.
Like, if it just 5, is it? And then they act like they really edit it, but do they?
No.
Because I just got black and white, and then it was just a bit maybe blurry.
Yeah.
But that was definitely one of my first scams, and you know, it's good to laugh at it now.
Yeah, and it's just be careful. I don't know. Do you think they're still running? If they're running scams like that right now, be careful. Don't pay for that CD.
No.
Don't pay for
probably be like a WeTransfer now. I don't think
true. It's so true. A little back in our time.
Back in our day. Do you not even know what a CD is? Some people don't. But do you have any more scam stories? So I feel like life genuinely is a whole scam.
Oh, 100%.
But have you had any that also eye-opening? Because I think I've shared my story before of being scammed by my ex.
Yeah.
I feel like I get scammed by love.
You do get scammed by love because you're, what do they call those people? That
Too giving?
No, not that. The
heart on the sleeve?
No, it's the delusional, I think.
Delusional in love.
Yeah, delusional in love. Like the signs could be there, but you know when you're just in your own world and you want to do everything for the person you love. Even though there might be a bit of waver, you'll look past that and 100%. I'll give you everything.
Yeah, I think that person that you guys know, the kidnapping, the gambling.
Maybe just in case for people that didn't listen to our old podcast, just give them a quick rundown on that story.
Oh, okay, guys. If you guys are new here, hello, welcome to the DFit Pod.
Yes.
But okay, let me tell this is my biggest love scam ever, and to this day I just can't believe I believed it and went along with it. Long story short, I had an ex who I was obsessed with, obsessive to the extent where his dream was to be a footballer, and I DM'd Alex Ferguson every single day and was like messaging him like, oh, this is my partner, like his dream is to be a footballer, like please give him a chance every day for like a month. I'm not joking.
Wow, babe.
Yeah, I was in the trenches for this guy.
You were deep.
Can you tell that was my first time?
Yeah, you were deep in those trenches.
In the trenches. Anyways, love this guy for everything. And then he had a bit of an issue, like a gambling problem, and I would literally, guys, work and give him what I worked for. And I thought I was helping the debts, but he was still gambling. So I was feeding the gambling. I can't believe this is my life. Anyways, long story short, one time he was going to come to my uni accommodation. Guys, I proper cooked. Back then I wasn't cooking like that. And it was a cottage pie. Like, it was really serious food.
You was really in your wife
bag. And you know those scenes where I'd done the candle, I set the plate, and then the cottage pie was in the oven, just like slowly cooking. And then I was waiting, and this guy wasn't turning up, and his phone wasn't going through. And then he calls me, he tells me he's been kidnapped.
So he's called you to tell you he's been kidnapped.
Like, they've got him for ransom. He had ransom money. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, where are you? Like, I'm bare scared. And then I had to pay his ransom.
And how much was it?
I think it was like £400. Guys, but back then, like,
£400
is
is
a lot of
money.
Like, it is. And at this point, I was probably getting like £200. That's my salary. Like, you know when you're working part-time?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
in
get,
uni as
at
well.
uni as well. Like, and I was struggling. You know, when you're eating cereal, but I gave my last like salary to this guy to bail him out of his ransom. And then after I bailed, I didn't hear anything from him that night.
How long did it take you to pay the ransom? Did you pay it?
Instantly.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was really good at money.
You want him to come out.
Yeah, and obviously I had savings as well, so I was quite good. Like my mum, she told me how to save, so I just had it, and then I didn't hear from him all that night.
After you paid the ransom.
After I paid the ransom, so no one ate the freaking cottage pie. I was too depressed to eat it. All that hard work for nothing. And then like I spoke to him, I think 2 days after, but I kind of figured out. I don't think he was like kidnapped. I think he just knew he can
wanted some money.
I could ask, and he needed a very like mad situation
to get a few hundreds.
Yeah. So guys, like,
and did you stay together after that? You might have realised.
I mean, I stayed longer than I needed to, but we got out of there in the end. Now we're here, okay?
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah,
if you're not watching visually, Maz showed her ring.
Yeah, we're here now. So that was my love scam. But basically, one thing about me now I've learned from that is I love hard and dumb, so I cannot love the wrong guy again. And I think I've picked wisely now and lovely. And yeah, that was a scam, and I would never wish that on anyone, guys. Imagine thinking your partner that you love so much
has been kidnapped. Wow.
Anyways, Adeola, can you top that?
I mean, the scam I've had recently is so obviously I mentioned I was renovating my parents' house, and I was like, let me do the closet for my mom, give her a nice closet room. So I found these people, and the thing is, someone recommended My Builder to me. I hate that website. Someone recommended My Builder to me.
It's a website called My Builder.
Yeah, My Builder, where you can find builder. So this was my first time using it, and I found these people that had 5 stars, and I was like, okay, I told them what I wanted. Can you build a closet for my mum? They came, they brought the material, like samples, like so I can pick which wood I want, and came to take measurements or whatever. So as they're there, they're like, okay, you need to also pay a deposit because they need to buy the materials. And I was just like, okay, obviously this was probably one of the biggest jobs. I haven't actually had to, like, deposits I've had to pay before, but this was the biggest deposit I've had to pay. Yeah, so they were like, you need to pay a deposit of 2,400 for the materials. And I'm like, something in me was telling me, because they was too pushy. And I felt like they was really trying to convince me, like they were being really pushy. Like, yeah, you just need to pay and they had, I don't know where they were from, but I felt like they were
Romanian.
Yeah, Romanian. And they were like, oh, you need to pay 2,400. You know, this is the material. You know, we buy the material. Very good job. Very good job. We do good job. Look, we done this one. We done. And there was even overwhelming me to the point that I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
They bullied you into paying that.
And I paid it in cash as well, because I was like, if you do cash, it'll be cheaper, because obviously they don't have to pay VAT.
Yeah.
Paid the cash, babe. Cut this long story short, because, guys, this was going on 7 months. So there was 2 guys. When they came, they changed the flooring and they painted the walls. That was just the basic. And they were meant to obviously build the closet. When it came down to them coming to build the closet, I messaged them, hey, you coming today? No one would come. Then they wouldn't reply to my message. And then one of the guys turned on each other. They were like, oh, he's the one that took the deposit. He's a bad guy. Don't trust him. Don't worry, I'll do the job for you. I was like, what the hell's going on? The other guy would message me, don't trust that guy. He won't do the job for you. He's a bad guy. He's a scam. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And then I would message the other guy, can you do it? He was like, yeah, I need more money to buy more material. I don't have enough money. What? I'm so broke. All I want to do is pay my family. The other guy went off with the money. Babe, it was a whole back and forth thing. And it was taking so long. And I was just like, to the point that I didn't even do the room anymore, babe, because I was like, I've already paid 2,400. So basically I paid 2,400 for you lot to paint the walls and change the flooring to laminate. That's like an £80 job, babe, that I paid 2,400 for. So cut the long story short, that room never got done. The guy blocked me.
Oh yeah, once you start blocking, you're not getting your money back.
The other guy that was trying to play good cop and say that he would end up doing it just stopped replying, and to the point that I just gave up. I remember, if I live in my truth, I did try to get one of them set up.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna get one of them beat up. Is that bad to say?
It's the lip quivering.
Yeah. I was like, oh, because do you know what? I tried to get them to get another job because I was like, if I get, because I got someone to book a call them and book a job.
Oh.
So if we corner them, I was thinking once I get them and I take their ID, no, I was going to take their ID.
Yeah.
And then start threatening them. Because then I could go to their house, threaten their family, etc. Obviously, don't take a leaf out of my book. This is just like me just being extreme. Because then I started to deep the violation, 2,400.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you start needing money and then you deep the 2,400, you've done nothing with.
Yeah. So what have you done anything to get it back, or is it one of them things where it's actually like the L?
And then, so when the person called them to try book a job, he's like, no, that area is too far. They don't do it. And I was thinking, damn, maybe I was their scam. And then they just left it
and said, now they're just not.
They don't do it.
That's so bad. And I think what makes it worse is because it was on a credible website.
And then when I helped the website, they was like, oh, sorry, we'll report their account.
But no, you can't.
That was it, nothing. So it's kind of like they leave you to fend for yourself. Basically.
How does that make you feel? Because I always say when we get I always feel like I just don't feel like I'm a renovation person as much as, you know, I'd love to. I know I just like modern stuff that I don't have to deal with because I find it frustrating dealing with something as simple as internet or like the boiler's gone down. So all of that and then dealing with people stealing your money, do you think that has set you up ready for your next project? Or
I feel like it was a learning curve, to be honest, because there's some, I guess I could have taken further steps to protect myself, obviously.
How, though? How?
I think they only had one review.
But babe, that's kind of like when I bought my dress. Do you remember the dress and then the knitted thing? Have you seen on my story? And then
what you bought and what you actually got. Yeah,
that was a scam.
It was just a one review thing. And sometimes you think 1 5-star review is good enough. It's not. You see, because
that's like how I do my orders on Deliveroo or Uber Eats. You know, I have to see the star versus the customers. So there might be some that has 70 customers and then they have 5-star. Yeah. Or there's some that has 1,000 customers that have 4.4.
And I'll go for the 4.4.
Yeah, because there's been more consistent. Yeah. Because it's like, that's a wider range. People keep coming back.
Yeah. So because low-key, that one person is probably your
friends.
Partner. Like your work partner.
Yeah.
And I was just like, to be fair, I could have done better. And also my intuition, the way they was really pushy, I could have thought about it more.
Yeah,
because you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it is a bit. You don't want to rush these things.
Yeah, like I should have not just handed 2,400 cash and not even like taken some sort of ID or some sort of. I did sign a contract though, but contracts to me mean nothing anymore.
Could you not do a civil take?
No, babe, I'm already going to court for something else.
Oh yeah, is it
guys?
Oh, you haven't even updated them with that. Oh,
guys, that's a whole other story that maybe if we talk about business and stuff, I'll talk about that. But I've got another legal case going on that is actually expensive to take people to court. So
you have to be knowing that you have more on your side.
Yeah. So I was happy. It was better for me to just take the L than take it any further. So but how has that affected how I feel about renovation? No, I feel like I actually enjoyed the process at the time because I was spending a lot of money and I was stressed. That is why that got to me a lot more. And obviously I was living in the house of the renovation. So it was like, it was pissing me off. Every time I'm waking up and seeing the room, my clothes are everywhere because I've taken all the clothes out thinking that my mum's going to get a new closet and they keep asking me and now I'm embarrassed. It was just a lot, but here we are.
Oh, do you know what? Scams, you can't, it's so annoying that they're things that are inevitable. You can't avoid scams. But I think like how you said, like how you learn from it. Yeah. And I've learned from mine. And I think it'll be quite good to, I guess, move on to see what our listeners and viewers have brought in for their scams, because we asked you guys, what scams have you had? And we want to find out how deep they are in comparison to ours. So I'll start with the first one. Mine are always linking to what I've been through. It started with, I dated a guy 5 years ago. Okay. I dated a guy 5 years ago, and whenever I met up with him, I always noticed he sounded different than how he did on the phone. There was something weird about him when I met him in person, and I didn't like him as much as when I spoke to him on the phone. He made me so crazy and did all the right things I wanted, possibly because I was young and too stupid to notice. Only to come to know that my own best friend of 6 years was the one I was pretending to the one I was pretending to be my boyfriend.
Oh no!
The
Shut
phone.
up.
Let me just repeat that.
Someone's done that to me before.
Oh, another story.
So it was her friend pretending to be the guy on the phone.
Babe,
yes, that happened to me.
What lies have you lived?
Babe, because... Anyway, let her land.
Let me just repeat, only to come to know that my own best friend of 6 years was the one I was pretending was the one pretending to be my boyfriend on the phone. She used voice changer. And when we met in person, it was a random friend of her cousin. She actually made the guy propose to me. I was 17 and sometimes I had doubts, but I was so in love and blinded. Good thing I never had sex with the guy I met because I wasn't feeling the connection and we rarely even kissed. I was so shocked. I confronted her and she confessed that she's bisexual and she's in love with me. Since then, I have major trust issues. It's been 4 years since all this happened, but I'm still recovering from it. What a story. What a scam.
Can I just say though, yes. I relate to that hard. Babe.
Okay, I need to.
I had a best friend in secondary school.
Yeah.
And she, like, I felt like she just always wanted to, I don't know how to explain her character, but I felt like
she was in love with you.
Yes to that, but two, like, you know when someone always wants to be like, how can I explain this personality where like, their dad is super rich. My dad is so cool. My dad knows this person.
Oh,
I know this. Like,
she wants to be better than you, or like she thinks she's like status, power. She's that
yeah,
girl.
that type of vibe.
Rich,
like, oh yeah, my dad like has these studios. Like,
she was like to one up you.
Yeah, but I don't even feel like it was like to one up me, but it was just to show me
that you're below her, low-key.
Babe, what's this whole low one up? She just wanted to. I don't think it was me. I think it was just to be like cool.
Okay.
Because it wasn't even
compulsive,
just to
was
me.
it compulsive lying?
Compulsive liar, babe.
Okay.
There was even one time she lied that she had cancer.
No, once that...
And because her mum shaved her hair off, because her mum shaved her hair off to punish her, but instead of her to own it, she said to everyone she had cancer.
I've known a liar like that before in my life, you know.
Babe.
There's always one.
Those friendships, guys, there's some scary... I've had some scary friendships.
One
anyway,
girl lied that her mum had cancer, and I think that's mad. To wish that on someone else is a bit much.
We need to do it. We need to bank this and do scary. But deep when we were friends with scary people.
Yeah, psychopaths.
Yeah.
Compulsive liars. Because some stories babe, I was dragged into a whole police case one time.
What?
Babe,
I was dragged into a whole, my friend running away from home, going into foster care.
I think I know that one.
Babe, she went into foster care because she didn't want to. I felt like, because my mum is very, like, she'll let me go out and stuff, but her parents wouldn't let her go out.
This is why you can't be too strict on your kids.
Babe, she made this, apparently because then her parents called my mum and said that she fabricated the story. It's not happened, because they were Nigerian as well. They were really sad because they lost custody of their whole kid.
Oh my God.
Babe, and I remember she called, this is the same girl that even done the whole pretending to be a boy on the phone. She called me from foster care and she was like, I remember, I will never forget, because I found it so scary, because she was like, oh yeah, I'm in foster care now, but you know, we can go out now. I'm allowed out. If there's any outings and parties, I can go. I remember thinking, I remember when I told my mum, I was like, foster care, she's talking about going out.
We need to back this. I want the full story.
You want the full story. Yeah. But let me go on to the boy. Yeah. So obviously, like, I struggled with getting man when I was in school, because I think now looking back, I was actually really ugly.
No. You weren't ugly. Unfortunately, you just didn't have the right utensils to, you know,
see my glow. Yeah. I didn't have the right.
You were
resource.
Poor. You were broke. You weren't ugly. You were just broke.
Yeah, and some people just need that extra help to find their
cool, like
their glow. Yeah, their glow up. So I was obviously going through my ugly duckling phase. Yeah, didn't really get man, and obviously like I said, when I moved to Kent at the time, there was hardly any black people. Yeah. So I don't feel like I was a lot of people's type.
Yeah, I understand that.
Oh, and that girl, my friend, let me call her Liar.
No, Jezebel.
She was like, she would always go to London as well. So she always made out like she knew all these man, like... And on Bebo, she would have all these people giving her love. Like, she was like connected to London. So to me, it was just like, wow, like, I would love to meet all these people, because obviously she knew the black boys. I didn't know black boys. You know what I mean? So she was like, oh, I got this friend that really likes you. I'm seeing him like on the week, like he'll come to my house on a weekend. Like, you can talk to him on the phone. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm on the phone to him now. And it's a hello. And the thing is, babe, I clocked it. But I'm just going along with it. Like, I'm like, I think this is her on the phone. But it's like, I think for me, I would just always deep her madness. So I was never all the way got. But I'm playing along because I clocked you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, I can't. So that's why I was never really that close to her. But because she was the only other black girl, it's like I had to stick with her. Because she made life enjoyable in school. Do you know what I mean? Babe, she'll be on the phone like, yeah, Adeola. And then they had a Bebo account and they would give me love on Bebo and stuff. Luckily, I never got that far to meet and
get proposed to
with some random guy. But babe, it was very weird, the relationship I had with that friend, because there was loads of things that she would do during school, like I said, fake cancer and stuff, because I felt like there was parts of my life she was a bit jealous of, I would say.
Did you feel like, because sometimes I feel like when you have people like that, they try to copy your life, they like bits of you and then they want to take it, and that's really
scary.
Whoa.
And it's always around that age. Actually, no, 17, that's a bit older. Because mine was in secondary school.
Yeah, secondary school. You meet a lot of characters. 5 years of that institution is a lot. College is 2 years. 2 years? Uni's like 3-4 years. But 5 years of an institution, and you have so many people, different backgrounds, different upbringings. It's a lot. And school, you're trying to impress, you know?
Yeah.
You're dealing with so much hormones as well. So you don't even...
And I went to an all-girls school as well.
Oh, God.
I went to an all-girls school. I'm just even getting flashbacks. As I'm getting a flashback of this story, let's bank it as well. Some girl she went around telling to school she was talking to Justin Bieber.
Oh God, that's
she was dating Justin Bieber, cool, whatever. She was a proper cool girl in school. Like, she was one of the cool girls. Now all of a sudden she obviously was a lie. Now to get out of this lie, she was like, oh, someone was catfishing her. Why did she say it was me catfishing her?
Whoa.
Babe, I know nothing about Justin Bieber. I wasn't even a Bieber head. I didn't listen to pop music like that. I'm not even in that type of culture at them times. And she just put the blame on me.
I really want a series about this girl. This is just...
No, this is a different girl, actually.
But we need a series. We'll
like going to an all-girls school and just secondary school was hell.
And how it really was. But
honestly,
I can't believe your story and how... And I feel like this story is actually probably quite common because people don't live their truth. And I feel like back then as well, even thinking about when, you know, we just had BBMs and like chats, like online forums. So for us, that was like exciting. You can be who you wanted to be. If you wanted to be a troll, and when you're like 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, I think 17 is a bit too far personally. You should have grown a bit. Another story came into your head.
Babe, I've done it before.
You've been this person?
I've done it before.
Wow, babe.
But I didn't pretend on the phone. I just pretended on MSN.
To be someone else?
To be this girl in my class. Her name was Shannon Spinks.
Whoa, babe, that is very mad.
Babe, when I was talking to this guy using her picture because I knew he wouldn't like me for me.
Oh.
And every time I would walk to go to school, babe, there was a boys' school right next to my school and there was a girls' school. They love to do boys' schools next to girls' schools. I would have to walk past the boys' school to get to my school and I would see him and I'd just think, you don't know it's me talking to you. And I remember when, obviously, I had to end it with him. I think I just stopped going on that account. And there's this song that always reminds me of that moment. And it's like, it goes like this. I can't help falling in love with you. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Because that's just how I felt. Like, I just felt so, like, and I would listen and get so sad to that song, just thinking, why can't I be Shannon Spinks?
Babe, what's really funny is I'm loving this openness. What happens if Shannon Spinks is listening to this episode?
I think she even follows me on Instagram. I want to say sorry, Shannon Spinks, for pretending to be you. I did pretend to. She was so pretty as well. She was that girl back then, and there was no way he was going to chat to me. So Shannon, I apologize. I hold my hands up.
Okay, like we're going to get back to that. How far deep did it go?
Well, obviously, I never done webcam.
Yeah,
webcam was such a thing back then as well.
I don't know how you would have got away with that one.
That's why I knew I had to end it because he always wanted to go, but he would go on webcam, babe, and I would watch him on webcam.
Whoa, he must have really liked Shannon. You made Shannon really likable.
Yeah,
then think about it.
But she was really pretty as well. Though I don't know if I had the personality. I might just have had the looks, and it was very dangerous grounds because Shannon Spinks was actually really popular.
But can we let's link into that? We will get back to this, but I think we just open another can of worms. But school was really hard. And I think as a black girl, right, especially when you're in an environment when you're not desired, you can't help but want to. You can't. It's hard
to experience.
Yeah,
it,
like I can
especially when there's girls in school talking about this guy, and then like, oh, I'm dating this guy. Oh yeah, I'm going to link this person. It's like I've not had that experience. You're not having I don't know what it's like. And to talk
even
to
the whole boyfriend and girlfriend thing, like you'll be seeing guys and girls having
out.
Yeah, and you're just there like being the friend that helps to get them asked out. So school was hard. So you know what? I can actually, understand that craziness. I really can, because
no judging,
no judging, guys. We've all felt a bit undesired and want to live another shoe. Like
I wanted Shannon's shoe. That's it.
Just experience a little bit. But wow.
So do you know what? Maybe there's a reason as to why this friend had some sort of reason.
Right, this is where I think a line is crossed.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's the guy, because imagine if she had sex with that cousin.
Yeah, and I think it was this. I think, do you know one thing I've heard? I've heard this before. It's just the sneakiness of it all.
Yeah,
and I think her intentions is clearly
the manipulation was so. The intent was clear.
Yeah, like she clearly likes her friend, right?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing I don't know how. I'm thinking this is maybe like, she said, how long ago was this? Let's dissect this.
4 years ago. She's still like.
It's been 4 years, so we don't even.
1920. She's 21 now.
So how old? So what year would you think this was?
I can't work that out.
We're in 2024, so 2020. Is that it? Yeah, 2020. Anyways, I'm thinking of back in the day, but here's just something still serious. I feel like sexuality now is easier, right? To be open up.
That is true.
It should I think it's a lot easier now than maybe for us lot. So imagine you're 16, 17, your hormones are still over the place. You love your best friend clearly likes guys, and it's like, how can you get to taste see what they're like on that dating realm?
Yeah.
So she's probably done that. I'm not excusing it, but it's like that's probably what's going through her head. But I think what takes it too far is, instead of maybe adding the cousin, the proposing, that is just too much for me. I think maybe trying to get to know her in that way, in your own little way. Okay, maybe I could kind of maybe think it's still much. I think it's still much, but I think. I don't know. How do you recover from that, babe? Because to the girl that's happened to, you can't look at your best friend. Friend of 6 years, babe. Like, it's not like a friend.
Yeah.
It's your best friend. And there's levels of best friends. You can have a best friend where, could never see my best friend like that. But if you've never seen your best friend like that and they've actually fallen in love with you, you can't keep that friendship going, because you can't give, the love you're giving her is different to love she wants and she's giving you. It's mad. I would love someone to be in love with me, though.
I'm in love with you, babe.
But in love.
No, I am in love.
Really?
With you. Yeah. I've always said, like, if I was a lesbian, you would be my type.
Low key, I feel the same.
I know. We would make such a cute lesbian couple. Too late now.
Too late now.
Engaged with a baby now. Okay, let's go on to the second story before I confess
but do you feel like,
okay,
how do you feel like it, like deep in it, how would you summarize this whole situation?
I mean, it's very relatable, and as someone that has also, scammed somebody out of, their feelings, I feel like teenage areas, young areas, it is such a, like you said, it's such an experience, and obviously as she is a bisexual back then, I think it would have been a bit hard for her to maneuver. Even depending on what background she's from and what culture she's from as well. True. So I think she's probably she was trying to maneuver her sexuality in a way that I guess she was trying to explore, but it was at the cost of her best friend, which isn't fair. Yeah. But I kind of could see both sides. I think adding the cousin was a bit too far, though. She should have just left it as like calling her and there. Like, why are you adding your cousin involved? That was too far. And
the voice changer. Spiteful. That's so interesting. Yeah. Anyways, I feel like 4 years since this all happened, I'm still recovering. I would probably still be recovering.
But low-key, I feel like, babe, get over it.
Really?
Yeah, babe.
Don't you feel like, because she's lost her best friend, and I feel like there's all the deceit behind it. Like, I remember she's probably fallen in love with someone that
who did she fall in love with?
Well, she liked the guy.
No, every time she saw the guy, she wasn't feeling the connection.
That's true. She didn't have sex with him as well.
No.
That's true.
I just feel like it's one of those things that you experience when you're young as a lesson, and you just move on from it, please. It's not that deep. Not bad to say. Maybe it's because I'm the villain in this as well, because I've been on the other side.
Defending yourself a bit. Oh, I love this. All right, bring me another one.
Second one. First year of uni, student finance... First year of uni, student finance drops and I'm out clothes. Okay. First year of uni, student finance drops and I'm out clothes shopping with friends. I got a call from NatWest. The name came up and everything, telling me there was an issue with my bank. I was being absent-minded, so I went along with it. Fast forward to me getting home and I deeped that the phone call was a bit off. So I called the number back and it took me through to NatWest and I asked them if they'd called me earlier. They said no. I opened my bank account to see £800 missing from my savings and never got my money back, and ended up finding out that it was one of my uni friends that stole from me. Oh my God. I relate to this too.
I relate to this too. Like, okay, you start this one.
Oh, so I had this friend in uni and he called me one time. He was like, oh, there's an issue with my account, like, but I'm expecting money. Can I use your bank account to send the money and can you take it out for me? First time call. When I checked the account, it was like 2,000 and something pounds and it said car parts. And I was thinking, okay. But I got the money out for him, gave it to him. And then the second time, the second time, he didn't even ask me.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh, I had to send you some money again. Can you get the money out for me? And this time when I got the message, I was with my boyfriend at the time. And then I told him and he was like, let me see. And he was like, he's doing a move on your account. So it was basically... You know when people do like fraud moves?
Yeah.
My account was basically the middle account where they would use my account to drop the money in.
Oh, okay.
And then I will be the one to take the money out and give it to them.
Yeah.
But you know, people normally, when you're doing that, you normally get a cut.
Yeah.
Like you will be a willing participant. You're literally cutting me all the way out, not even paying me, and I'm just being a dumb friend giving you money.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my one. Luckily enough for me, the bank didn't clock, because sometimes when the bank clocks you're doing activity, they think you're involved and they will just lock off your whole account.
Yeah.
So luckily that didn't actually happen to me, but
Wow. This is very scary to me, your story, because I just think...
You know what?
Uni.
That's what I was
a lot of
say.
stuff happens
In uni, a lot of, I feel like, scammy stuff can happen in uni.
You're trying to survive.
Yeah, everyone is broke. Everyone is trying to survive. And I feel like people take advantage of friends. Like, it's always like your friends that will be the one that
are they your friends?
Wayward.
Are you just friends with them just because you're in this environment right now and you're all suffering together?
So I feel like what I would say is with uni students, they have to have their wits about them.
100%.
People be trying it.
Because there was one time, there was a story, apparently people were breaking into uni accommodations because it was so easy access. Everyone was just out and about and they'll be stealing stuff. But that is a deep scam. I've never had anyone... Obviously we're close like that, but nothing like close scam me, because that one would really hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was deep.
Third story?
Third story, guys. I love this app so far, mate. You're making me love the stories. Okay, a moment I realised I was being scammed, babe. In uni, I went on a date with this guy. He looked put together, had a nice car, and young me was gassed. After the date, we ended up at mine. And in the morning when he left, he took my phone with him. So I messaged him on my tablet saying, what the fuck? And he replied and was like, don't worry, I'm coming back. I took it by mistake and I thought it was mine. LOL, he switched off his phone, reset my phone, and never came back. I never saw a trace of that boy on my phone ever again. Babe, I don't mean to laugh, but that's so rude. And that's so bummy. How do you
that
come to my house?
So bummy.
Like, ew. Like, I'd be so pissed off.
You dated one day. I'm sleeping, you go and take my phone.
Babe, it was.
And I wonder what phone it was back then as well.
Phone. Well, we don't know. I feel like these are, you need to, next time, guys, please put dates. We really want to envisage all of this.
Yeah, but and how long ago it was, because if it was like her, to be fair, it might have been the latest phone at that time.
Yeah, it's still a phone. But do you know how, okay, first of all, I think I think anyone that steals someone's phone, you are the lowest of lows, because do you know the memories, the information, your life is on your phone. And imagine, babe, you know how naked you feel, the panic. Oh my God, my phone, my God. You know our text messages.
And it's like so invasive.
It's so invasive. And as a man, you stole my phone. Like I can hear maybe you stole my underwear. That makes more sense than stealing my phone, because that's a bit more, okay, that's crazy.
That's a bit more manly.
That's manly crazy.
Like maybe you just want a little sniff before you go to bed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I can understand
that obsession.
But a whole phone.
A phone?
Because you actually have a phone, because that's how we've been communicating.
Babe.
So you want to sell my phone, or are you going to make my phone your phone now?
And this is the thing, girls. We have to be, don't let the fact that he has a nice car fool you. Because these boys, they will just give off a persona of oppression just to sleep with you, just to like say they've slept with you, just to be in your presence. And deep down, they're broke, dusty, bummy, to the extent that they'll steal your phone. Sorry, guys, my phone.
Ugh, now your phone is going off.
My phone's going off. Okay, let me just put on flight mode for now. To steal your phone, I just feel like that's when I will go into, I'm going to F him up.
Really?
I would really want to F him up. I would even post him all over my social. Guys, this guy stole my phone. How bummy is he? Help me. I would be so petty. I'll print out his photos.
Deep it. He messaged, don't worry, I'm coming back. I took it by mistake. I thought it was mine.
Who does that?
And then switch the phone off, and then you'll never hear from him again.
Do you know how rude that is?
The curse that I would have given you, surely like your life hasn't
prospered. Nothing.
No, you didn't amount to anything in life. And I hope that phone that you wanted, do you know what? Everyone deserves forgiveness, because me too, I've done my fair share of bad things in life. People can change. You know what? People can change, and I'm not going to be so judgy. And maybe he's rectified it in other ways in his life, okay?
But I feel like, I don't know. Okay. Oh, that's mad. A phone. Okay. So, okay. In that aspect, I don't think that's excusable. You were a thief, you're a crook, you're a liar at that time in your life, and just taking a girl's phone is mad. But then again, it's...
But I will say though, babe, everyone has things they've done that they're embarrassed of, or moments in their life that it doesn't show the best side of you.
Yeah.
And it's what's important is taking accountability.
But he didn't take accountability. Okay, if you are the person that did this is your chance now to rectify it. On the Deep It pod now, like deep this situation. Maybe
and go and buy her a new phone.
Buy her a new phone.
Or just message her and say, I'm sorry. And credit her £500 voucher or something.
And then that'll be it. I think that would be a really good thing. Take accountability, because this is your chance now. You've upset this girl. You've used her. You've taken her phone. You even acted like you were rich. It's all right. We all try to look rich. But no, taking someone's phone is mad.
So have you never stolen in your life?
Let me think about that. Oh.
There we go. Drops mic.
But I was actually 15. I was in secondary school. That's when those happened.
What did you steal?
I sold £20 from my dad's wallet.
Babe.
And do you know what makes it worse?
Stealing from your parents is an abomination.
No, it's not.
That's worse, I think.
No.
Babe, no.
It was £20.
Babe, what do you mean £20 from your dad?
There was
without him knowing.
But no.
And you're not even holding yourself accountable now.
Dad.
But you're saying that you don't think it's worse.
No, a phone's like £500. I took £20.
Really?
Yeah. But babe, don't make me feel bad about
something.
No,
don't feel bad, but one thing I feel like I could never do is steal from my parents, you know, I find that.
Do you know one thing I could never do? I could never create a whole account and to talk to someone. I could never do that personally. Who are we to judge?
Bez, you know what? Bez.
Okay.
Who are we to judge?
Okay, everyone's sin's different.
Exactly.
If we ask forgiveness, we move on. So yeah, I guess
that's that. So maybe let's just go to the booth and see which one we think is the deepest.
Let's do that.
All right, cool. So guys, this is gonna be really hard because I feel like all three stories were quite deep. However, the one that I will go with as the deepest is story 3, just because, you know me, I like to put myself in a situation. If I'm at uni, I'm already broke, I'm dating this guy and I wake up and I have no phone. That's already taken my uni experience back, because now I'm thinking about buying a new phone. I can't really contact my friends like that, and it would have taken me quite a long time to be able to buy a new phone especially when I was in uni. I was quite very broke. So I feel like that one is the deepest, especially if you, not only that, do I need to get a new phone? I thought I connected with you and we had a good time. So all this time you was plotting on me. And when I'm sleeping, you probably pretended to sleep and then woke up and then snuck out of my uni accommodation. I think that is the deepest because there's too many layers to it. You pretended to like me for my phone. It's really not that deep, babe. As a man, you don't need to do all of that because you could have conned me out of money. I would have rather that. Yeah. And to be fair, I feel like all of them are quite deep. So let me just rank this one as the deepest and don't make it hard for me to put it in order. So yeah, story 3 is definitely the deepest for me.
Okay, so for me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in between scam 3 and scam 1. I think them two were very deep. I think I've got to weigh it out a little bit. So we've got scam 1 with the whole pretend you like your best friend of 6 years. I keep highlighting the 6 years, and then you create a whole profile, you know, get your cousin to be there to be that person, and then they propose, and then you end up falling in love. It's just a lot, and I think being in that situation for me, it would be a lot. Oh, I don't know. And then you've also got this guy, like, do you know how violating that is for you to take someone's phone? It's so bummy and it's actually so embarrassing. Imagine telling your friends, when, oh, what happened to that guy? I mean, he just took my phone and left and never came back. Like, that's embarrassing. But I think scam, I feel like I could get over this. Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, like you're just another bummy guy. Like, I mean, a guy scammed me for ransom money, so I can get over it. But this scam one, like, if Adeola done that and like even proposed, like, I'd be really like, babe, what the hell? Because I thought you were someone. Yeah, I think scam 1 for me with the fake profile, all of this stuff is too much. It's just, this one's really deep. And I think because this one seems such like a long process. Scam 3 was kind of like in the moment, like he took it and left. This one seems very like cunning, very like calculated. So much attention went to this in detail just to kind of like create a falseness for me. So scam 1, definitely for me the deepest.
So babe, which story scam for you was the deepest one?
So for me, I just think scam number 1 was the deepest, just because I feel like it seemed like such a calculated, twisted, psychotic OTT. Is this hurting your feelings?
No.
I did on purpose,
Thank you, that's why I didn't make that one my first, because I was like, trying to make myself feel better.
Anyways, right, so this one for me, the date of the guy, her friend basically being in love with her was the most deepest, because I think that is such a story.
Do you know what? I can actually agree with that, because I feel like now that you've said it and I deep it even more, there's so many layers to it.
Yeah.
It was calculated. And then not only that, by the time we've got to the end of it, there was ulterior motives as my best friend.
Yeah. So, and I think it would have saved her a lot by just being honest, which is easier said than done, because, you know, doing the right thing, like we said, isn't always easy, because there's a risk. You're either going to lose one or the other, and you just got to be able to, it's either you live your truth and risk losing your friend, or you live your lie and still have your friend in your life, but still get to enjoy bits of what you would want.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bit much for me.
I do feel like she could have just come out to her friend, probably not saying that she's in love with her,
but saying she's bisexual. But this is the thing, because I don't think she didn't. She confronted she's bisexual and she's in love with me.
Yeah, I mean, she could have kept the part that she's in love with her to herself.
Yeah.
But started off soft launching that she's bisexual.
Because then low-key, your friend might start thinking, maybe I am too.
Yeah.
But that was the deepest. And then and then the uni finance, we've all been through a little scam. Frauds.
Oh, the NatWest one.
Yeah, so that was deep. The girl, don't worry.
Yeah.
It's fine, as long as it didn't affect your credit or anything like that.
I think she got her money back.
Yeah, so you're fine, hun. And then scam 3 was probably
that was the deepest one for me.
Is it? Why?
Yeah, because I just felt like if I'm really liking a guy and I think we've really had a good time, and I'm waking up like expecting like snuggle, like maybe I want to turn over and have a little, maybe I even want fucking round 2, babe.
Yeah.
You're not even there.
You've got my phone.
That's so rude. And then you're not there. The first thing I'm thinking, oh, let me message him, see where he is. Where's my phone?
Yeah.
Where's my phone, babe? Where's my phone? And then I message, wait, did he take my phone? I'm messaging you. Did you
Imagine
take my
she didn't
phone?
have a tablet as well. Imagine you didn't have an iPad or a laptop or something.
I probably would have had to knock on my neighbour's door in my uni accommodation.
Do you know his number for... You know your number. Yeah, you'd call your number.
Yeah, probably call my number, see if it rings, and then I'll get in contact with you, so you're coming back. I'm like, okay, cool. Do you know what? He's coming back. I'm letting it go to the end of the day, and I'm like, wait, hold on, he's not come back yet. Let me try call him again. Blocked. Now I don't have a phone, and I don't. You're trash. Now I have to think about coughing up money for another phone.
Yeah. Do I even have insurance? Like,
I wonder how they even got to the whole dating stage and stuff. Was there red flags that were just a bit...
She went on a one date. He looked put together. Had
like,
a nice
how can you
car.
never see him again? Did he not go to your uni? Do you know what I mean? Like, how can you date someone that not one person knows? Do you know what I mean? I don't think I've ever dated someone that I could never find again. That's
true. And especially you, like at this point, we've had internet for over how many years? Someone definitely knows someone. That's what I'm trying to say. I would have literally printed out his picture. And
I would have found him.
Yeah. Because that's actually mad.
Correct. That's a
and
violation.
Uni then is like, you can kind of move mad a bit like that.
Oh yeah. Uni, like if you ever want to move mad in uni. Like if you want to get someone back, just do it in uni, I think.
Yeah, same.
Because once you grow up and you're in your adult, you just have to take the moral high ground and stuff. And
yeah. But these, I really enjoyed these scam stories.
Same, I really enjoyed them. It made me go down a bit of memory lane and, you know, cough up to some confessions.
And we said what we said. I'm just going to say that now. We said what we said. It was the past. Like, people grow.
Yeah.
Like, don't judge us for our scam eras as well. We're new women, we're improved. Like,
there's even one that was really bad, babe, but I don't think I can ever confess that, because I don't know if I would get arrested. But I'm sure you can't get arrested for something you've done in the, maybe I'll say allegedly. Maybe one day when I'm feeling a bit confident, I'll say that one, because that was a bit deep, babe. That one was really deep.
Is that what you done to someone?
Yeah, babe. And I think I even kind of took advantage of people as well, low key. But I didn't know I was doing that. Babe, I feel bad already, and you're already judging me. So.
No, babe, you know my sins. So it's like we.
Anyway, guys, as we build our deeper relationships during this pod, maybe we'll be able to touch into more deeper stories, and you guys won't judge us. I know you guys would never judge us.
No. Well, you guys
that's
know.
Enough time to wrap it up. Yeah.
Oh, you guys know. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Well, you guys know already where to find us on socials at DPIT Pod. You guys know what to do. Every week we'll have a new theme. So send in all your DPIT stories linked to the theme. Yes. And make sure if you're listening, give us 5 stars, like the video, subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye. Guys.